That economic data drops now then. Jobless claims, the print 260, the estimate 265, the previous number 272, so a tick lower from the previous number at 260,000 against an estimate of 265. The trade balance comes in at negative $42.4 billion from a revised $43.6 billion previously, so a slightly narrower trade balance here in the United States for the month of August. So initial jobless claims, the print decent at 260, the estimate 265, and I've got to say, Alex, given the hurricane influence coming through September, initial jobless claims don't look as noisy as I thought many people thought they would do as they've started to come through. It
was that 1 week where we saw a distortion, and then it seems to have not been that terrible. If you take a look at increase in claims in Florida, came in 8,400, but there was a decrease in claims in Texas, 8,200. So the balance each other out there based on when the hurricane actually hit. So for more, let's bring in Steve Ricchiuto, Mizuho Securities chief U.S. economist, and still with us, Steven Wieting of Citi Private Bank. So, it's two Steves. Ricchiuto, let's start with you. So where are the distortions? I thought we were going to pay attention to any data for like 2 months.
Yeah, no, I think people overplayed the impact of it. I mean, government agencies, the advent of computerization, getting involved in these situations, the fact that a lot of these things are done online now as opposed to done in person changes the ability of distortions to actually work their way through in terms of the claims numbers in general. So I'm really not terribly surprised to see it. I think people overplayed the degree of distortion impact you would have as a result of weather, adverse weather coming through the situation. Trade deficit, on the other hand, is a little bit more of an issue. It probably suggests that Q3 GDP will be a little bit better than perhaps the 2.1% I'd thought about, but I don't think it's going to be substantially higher than 2.5.
I'd like to point out that exports did rise 0.4% in August, while imports fell 0.1%. So as the recovery sort of in Texas took hold, you're able to export more. Therefore, that trade deficit narrowing. Steven Wieting.
So you did see about 60,000 rise in claims. We had nothing like this at any other point. If you take a look back to Hurricane Katrina, it was larger at the time. And you obviously saw like a catalyst of several weeks of disaster, but it came off very, very fast. The fact, though, that we did get a 60,000 rise in claims does show that we were hurt. And we will probably see that impact in the employment report, but it's not as clear, because certainly if you did not lose a job and you just couldn't work because of bad weather, that will not have a significant impact. But the fact if your business was shut down and you don't have a job suddenly, there's that impact. But you see other things, ISM surveys, auto sales, all of these things rushing to repair, so you rebound very quickly.